tracking and measuring your food. It is so, I can't emphasize how important it is to track and measure your food. Um, this is essentially how back in the day when people would say, "How did you lose weight?" "Oh, I was watching what I eat." Well, this is watching what you eat, but with actual theory and application. Um, when we talk about calories and macros and all that, you can't eyeball those. It You have to weigh your food and you have to track it so you know what's working, what's not working, and the infamous peanut butter. If you take a spoon and you just scoop some peanut butter out and you eat it off there, or if you throw it in a shake or eat it on some bread, whatnot, that peanut butter can easily go from 90 calories to 200 calories with one swoop. You don't even know it. The way I weigh my peanut butter is I like to set it on the scale, zero out the scale, and then I pull from that, and then whatever it goes into the negative, that's typically the amount of grams that you have. And the reason why that helps, rather than just using a tablespoon, because I can use a tablespoon and scoop out still um, almost double the amount of grams and have twice the amount of calories when I didn't even mean to, and wonder why I'm not losing weight. That's why I don't like when people eyeball it or just assume that what they ate in the day was going to be good. Um, Literally, you control everything that goes in your body, and if you don't, you have another more serious problem that you need to deal with. Just kidding, but really, um, you got to track what you eat. There's no ways around that. I've tried it myself. I noticed as soon as I start tracking my food, my results start pouring in. It's almost immediately. So tracking your food helps you not only know what's working and what's not working, but also holds you more accountable to, like, if you're go snack, you can either try to lie and not track that snack, or that you're eating offline. You know that when you go and eat that snack, that you're not tracking it for a reason, or that it's off the calories. Because even a handful of chips, you might be like, it's just a handful of chips. A handful of chips can be 100 to a couple hundred calories. Now, if you only have a budget of 2,000 calories and you already have to spend 720 on protein, 100 calories here and there kind of goes pretty fast. It's like money. So I just want to warn you guys on that I know I've talked to a lot of people that just they just do not want to track their food, or they don't want to weigh it. I understand, but really, to get the most out of your goals and your efforts in the gym, this is this is gold. Um, for tracking, you can track yours old school, pen and paper, on your phone. My Fitness Pal, here's where it gets a little confusing. I always suggest these kind of apps, but I say use the free version and only use their database. Don't use the calories they suggest. Ignore their suggestions, the calories. All you're doing is using their food diary. And then whenever you get that food diary, they give you little options where you can click and it'll show you the daily macros, not the ones that they suggest, but the ones that you've tracked for that day. That's the number we're worried about. We're just using that one particular tool in that app, not the actual entire app. That's where it gets a little confusing. People be like, well, you're saying I still have 1,000 calories. It's like, no. If you click on them, some of them will tell you the amount that you've actually tracked for the day, and it'll say like 1,500 calories. You go based on that, based on how much calories you've determined for yourself and how much protein you've determined for yourself, not MyFitnessPal or any other app. You're just using their database and their tracking diary. That's it. So when you weigh something, say you weigh out 6 ounces of chicken, you go to that, open it up, hit diary. If it's for lunch, press lunch, type in, they have, that's why I say MyFitnessPal, they have the hugest database. 6 ounces of baked chicken, boom. They have toppings, everything. You track everything, add it up there. It'll give you your daily totals. Again, you don't have to do what the app tells you to. You just want to keep the daily numbers with them. Um, with a simple food scale, Amazon, guys, there's no excuse. We It's like 10, $12, maybe even cheaper now. We spend more money on useless stuff. This scale will be the key the secret to all your success. I can almost guarantee that. This scale will have you eating what you want, will have you knowing what you're eating, and I mean, and after a while, it'll become like second knowledge. I know a lot of people feel it's tedious at first. It's a lot of extra to just go and eat, but once you have it down and once it's just like another thing you do. And trust me, going on 6 7 years of being in shape, sustainable shape, and people asking how I do it, this is how I do it. This is the secret. I'm not hiding anything here anymore, guys. This is this is it. I can already feel some people saying, well, I don't want to track, I don't want to weigh. And I'm going to sit here, emphasize and reiterate over and over that this is a secret formula right here. You can go to McDonald's, you can go to Chili's, you can go anywhere you want, really. Eat everything in the numbers that we give you or you get yourself. We're being self-sustainable here. But again, I digress. You can eat whatever food you want, getting the results you want, as long as depending on how meticulous you want to be with that food scale. I mean, when I meal prep, I just weigh out all my food right then and there, put it in. So I don't even have all the guesswork is out of it. I just grab a meal, I already know what's in that meal. I don't have to weigh it out again. I don't have to think. I just go grab my meals. I cook twice a week for 3 days out. I know some people don't like that, but for me, it keeps it going. All I have to do, grab and eat, and I get results.